right, 8:47 on this Friday morning. Back up here in northeastern Oklahoma, green country. We're looking good this morning. Blue skies for most of us, few passing clouds. As we take a look from Gathering Place, which I think will have quite a few people out there today and tomorrow before the cold air comes barreling back in. We're in the upper 30s and low 40s in many spots. Southeastern Oklahoma has been notably colder where the winds have been lighter this morning, but compared to this time yesterday morning, we're running 10 to 15 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. Now, again, that's offset a little bit by the wind and the wind chill factor, but overall, that's the start of this kind of little mini warm-up for the next day or two. Winds currently gusting 15 to 20 miles per hour or stronger, and they'll be gusting about 25 miles per hour today, gusting 35 miles per hour on Saturday. Some flat-out windy conditions. Those are south winds. Sunday, this is going to be that cold north wind behind that front, and then it's going to be north winds all into next week that'll eventually come down. So trash cans may be blowing a couple different directions tomorrow. They blow one way Saturday and then blow back the opposite direction on Sunday. So make sure those are tied down a little bit or properly anchored down. Temperatures for our Friday climbing pretty nicely again into the upper 50s this afternoon. Might push 60 in some spots in and around the metro. Here's a look at future view. So few passing high clouds. Those move in, move out pretty fast. Sunshine for the rest of us. Upper 50s, Tulsa to Bristow and Okmulgee and McAllister, Pawhuska, Bartlesville in the upper 50s, mid 50s all the way out towards Tahlequah, Grove, in Miami and Coffeyville today. Winds will stay up overnight, so temperatures, it'll be chilly tonight and breezy, but temperatures won't just plummet as quickly as they have the past few nights, but still going to be jackets coast tonight. Tomorrow morning, we're around 40 degrees. Here comes that increase in clouds. This is moisture surging ahead of that strong Arctic cold front. Highs tomorrow, similar to today. Tulsa around the metro just to the west. We should have some afternoon sun breaks to push us near 60. East of Tulsa, that cloud deck is looking relatively thick, so I think that holds temperatures kind of in the mid 50s. Eufaula, Stigler, Sallisaw, Tahlequah area tomorrow with a few showers in southeastern Oklahoma by the evening. So let's track the cold front in. Dave was just talking a few minutes ago about, hey, if you got Saturday night plans, this is why I'd say have the big coat ready to go. Now, the timing of that front will change, by an hour or two as we nail it down a little bit more. But, if you were making some plans to be out 8, 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow night, that front will be knocking on the door, if not surging in already. And you'll feel it when it pushes in with those north winds, temperatures dropping into the 30s. That's why I'd have the big coat handy for some later evening and nighttime activities Saturday. And then Sunday morning, it is cold, still surging into southeastern Oklahoma, but 20s in northeastern Oklahoma, wind chills in the teens. Some areas of drizzle, maybe even a shower or two, or even an isolated storm possible late Saturday night, mostly in southeastern Oklahoma. And then Sunday morning, future view is not showing a whole lot here, but we are still keeping an eye on a potential for a little bit of freezing drizzle early Sunday morning. And then next week, I'm going to roll you through this pretty quickly because this just kind of shows the overall pattern. We're just going to kind of have these weak upper level waves come rolling southwest to northeast over the cold air. And at times, if these line up with the cold air correctly, could produce kind of a mixed bag of wintry precipitation across the state. Not as much of a solid, rain or snow event like we had this past just a few days ago. We could have the potential for freezing rain or sleet or snow in multiple areas of the state, just depending on how that times out. There's still a lot of uncertainty here about how this pattern shakes out next week from a precip standpoint. So that's why just kind of any given day next week, we have at least a chance for some light wintry precip, and then kind of over the next few days, as that locks in a little more, we'll kind of have that more detail on which day may have a higher precip chance. But you can tell the cold air is going to stick around well into next week.